Going live. We're live. What up, everybody?
Hello there.
Dude, I thought when this started playing that it sounded like Jesse's girl or something. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Jesse's been a real friend of mine. What up, Headbug Inc? Only mistakes second. Pest is first, of course. And Advent is here. What is up? Shout out, as always, the Cosmic Jive, who I've never met before, but I hear is just a wonderful person.
Me too. Great guy.
Terrible singer, though, which is why you never hear any of that on these beats.
Welcome to the show. It is the Shoutout.
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday,
My bad.
episode 49. We're here.
That's right. We're here. It's my bad. We should have been in studio today, but I got a little problem. Got a little problem with the old throat, you know. So to keep Danny safe, we had to quarantine me for at least another episode. But hey, we're getting there. Pretty soon, we're going to be celebrating episode 100 of the Shoutout. Won't that be? We got 50 next Sunday's 50. That's already pretty cool, man.
Assistant Sailor will be episode 50 of the Clout Route Shoutout. I feel like that's a honor and a privilege.
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. That's right. That's right. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. Love to see the chat filled with all the lovelies as per usual. Appreciate ya.
Love it when you're here. Love the lurkers. Shout out to Schopenhauer, probably in the chat, waiting for Danny or I to say something stupid.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not me this time.
It's always, it's always both of us, at least once, right?
You're gonna say it's always me, right? Yeah, it is. Every once in a while we'll get Danny on one, but it's mainly me.
We get one or two, you know.
I cannot wait to go through. This doc was great. All right. I snuck in a couple of little, I've had a little fun lately. Danny always provides me with the thumbnail images, but I've taken it upon myself now to start sprinkling in a couple of Easter eggs now. My favorite one this time being, we'll just save it. We'll save it for when it comes up, Danny. But I put in, I started do a little deep dive into your doc and see where I can't find a couple of other thumbnail or Easter eggs to drop into those thumbnails for you. So
okay,
something else for you guys to, not only now do you have to figure out what are we actually going to talk about that's on the thumbnail, what is just there as an inside joke, but now I'm adding extra Easter eggs. So have fun with that. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe is right. Okay, people. So today we'll be talking about some P. Diddy drama hot off the presses, okay? We've also got some Destiny versus Jordan Peterson. We saved it for today.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Why not? We've got some submissions from some peoples, so we'll be looking at those too. Big story on the Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs. That's great. I can't wait to get to that. And we're going to be playing a little game along with it, okay? I got a little game set up. But Kevin, can you give me just one moment? I'll be honest with the crowd and you here. Okay? I'm embarrassed to admit it's honestly one of the most crippling things that I could admit live. I'm not much of a drinker, you know. I have a shot or two for the show just to be, a little extra spicy.
Loosen up.
I committed a giant party foul on my desk.
Oh, a little spill?
It was right at the top, too. I'm like, vibing, fucking getting into the cosmic jive, all excited. And then all of a sudden, fucking, I spill.
Go for it. Yeah, I got you.
There's a good bit right here, just all over my table.
Oh, get a straw then. Mute yourself so we don't hear you slurping it up off the table.
Well,
Okay.
it's tequila, so it's spicy.
So you don't want to waste it. Yeah, again, mute yourself. I got you. Don't worry, brother. We got you. We're going down on the crazy train. Only mistake says I thought Kevin was sick. Can you really not hear it? I think that you can still hear it. Now, I will say the bright side is we're on the downswing, guys. All right. The worst is behind me. But just to make sure. Well, no, the worst is yet to come when it comes to my alcoholism. But as far as being sick, I'll probably be good to go in the next couple of days. I would have been good to show up today, but it's just the fact that I could probably still get Danny and his wife sick. It's just not worth it. They have an empire to run. They can't afford to have some peasant like me coming in and just mucking up the place.
Oh man, someday I'll get better at this.
Dude, you were very quick. I didn't even have to. I was gonna pretend like we were just gonna talk about sports the whole time you were cleaning, just to really piss people off. Like, oh, guys, I can do a little workshopping for tomorrow's sports stream. But no, you were goddamn Mr. Clean over there.
Well, I only do them one at a time. I don't pour me a big one. So the damage was minimal, but like the old mouse pad here doesn't need to smell like tequila for the next fucking 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Only mistakes. I can bring you some soup. I'm a bit partial to cheddar broccoli. I don't know if that's probably not good sick soup. Usually the chicken noodle, right? Is that
fuck it, dude?
Are you a soup when you're sick kind of guy, Danny?
Hell yeah. You got to lube up that throat of yours.
Well, that's what I have Ricolas for. Not sponsored yet, but call me. Okay, I'm waiting. Wildberry.
So I figured at the top, I want to get into the P. Diddy stuff early so we can have the laughs at the top before we get into Jordan Peterson saying like, oh, well, you can't compare Nazis to this and that. Well, why not?
Oh wait, am I not? Thank you.
Heavy. It gets
heavy. Thank you for telling me that I'm not supposed to laugh at that because I needed that warning ahead of time.
The back half is thick. Okay, the front half is it's like a mullet kind of. What? How do they say that?
Oh,
business in the front, party in the back. I guess it's reversed though. What's that called?
A skullet.
Okay, we worked with a skullet man.
Yeah.
You know what I thought once, Kevin? I didn't mean to cut you off there, but we worked with this crazy guy, a mutual friend, I guess, of ours. We worked with this guy at the old sandwich shop, and he's a little bit older than us, but he was a film directing, music video kind of guy. And they're like I said, he was a little older than us, so like his era was on cassette tapes on the fucking camcorder. So he doesn't do this kind of thing really, especially not the live streaming thing. But what would you think if we brought our one and only drunk Goozy coworker on the stream? He's a performer, so I feel like this drunk guy, this guy would come to work and he would argue with some of the other coworkers about what they're doing with his fucking potent fucking booze breath.
I remember once a manager came up to him and told him that he couldn't keep coming to work drunk, and he looked at the guy right in the eye and said, "You come into work every day high. I don't have enough money to buy weed, but I have enough money to buy 2 tall boys. So when you start coming in sober, I'll start coming in sober. How about that?" This guy, it would be honestly, and I mean this with the utmost respect, it would be the same as if Danny and I brought King Cobra JFS into a stream. Maybe with a dash of shoe nice. Sure. What up, Sleek?
Oh, damn, dude.
What up, B-Dub?
I hope he's not a fan. I hope he's not a lurker. We're going to be getting hate mail. Nate's like, King Cobra JFS. Who is that? Typing it on YouTube. He's like, what?
Tell me you don't see it.
I mean,
And you know what? I don't feel bad.
If these
The
people
number of
only
drunken
knew.
messages I've had to read from that guy telling me about myself, you know what? It's fine. He'll survive.
Well,
But no, I don't think he'll be on a stream. It would get very awkward.
Yeah,
Very awkward.
It'd be interesting.
He sounds perfect for the show.
The thing is that he's reformed himself. Okay, since we've known this guy, he has sobered up and then became a military guy. I don't know if he like
I do love Cobra, by the way.
enlisted or whatever, but it was something like that for a while. So he cleaned himself up. He buttoned it up. Okay. And now he has been piloting. Is that what you call it? He pilots ships. Is that what you call a ship? Are you a pilot?
I think you're a captain.
A captain. He captains ships. Okay.
No shit.
So
Wow.
our boss went on to be a captain of a yacht. Our old boss at the sandwich shop, and he just, has so much money that he doesn't even care to have a real job. He just like drives around a little boat that he gets drunk on. But this guy, okay, our drunk friend from our old sandwich days, he has reformed himself and became a captain. And we have a clip actually right here. Okay. And I thought,
oh God,
it's breaking news. So as I'm pitching our buddy, his name is Nate. Now I'm also doxing him, but or no, actually that's not his real name.
It's not Bite Size Sports Nate. I can tell you that.
But
you are gonna get me in trouble. No.
I have to shout Nate out here because he's in the news, so might as well, right? I mean,
oh God, I hope
pitch him for the show, see if the people like him, and then we'll show the people what he's capable of here.
Oh God, this isn't what I think. Oh, I knew it. No, no, Danny, no.
A ship has crashed into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing a mass casualty event. Now, this isn't it's not funny that Nate did this, but I think that he may have relapsed or something on the whole. He said it. I thought he was back on the up and up, but
isn't
it wild, dude?
This is a tragedy, right?
Wild. Like,
this is also like I will probably never drive on this. I don't know about. It feels weird. It feels like a very selfish thing to say. Real people actually lived through or maybe perished through this, but this is one of my like top 10 irrational fears that I live with, where like Danny, I don't think you've ever had to drive with me on a bridge or anything like, but I get very stressed. Well, first of all, as many of you may not know, I did survive a very serious highway accident. So I already kind of get a little nervous. If I'm surrounded by semis on the highway, I start to sweat a little bit. I'm like, which one of you tried to take me out last time? But bridges are something that I'm not a big fan. Bridges take my two biggest fears and combine them because I'm terrified of heights. I'm also scared of the ocean and deep water in general. Those are just two of that and spiders. It's like mountains, oceans, and then fucking spiders for some reason. Like it's maybe snakes, but so this is just god damn, dude, this is something you never thought could happen. I never would have thought this. It's
very tragic. It's
in any way possible.
It looks like when you watch it, like I'll play it back again. When you watch it going down, it's like it seems like it's a movie, not real life. A bridge is one of those things that's like big and it doesn't move, it kind of is sitting there stationary. Doesn't like get up and walk away or like move in front of you or anything. So Nate really must have fell off that wagon.
Jesus. My God, dude. He's
crashing the whole thing down.
It's very unfortunate.
You didn't see that, Nate?
How does that, like, I don't even understand how Like how do you
It's
run into
crazy that
mm.
it's crazy that you hit a bridge, dude. A bridge? It has giant lights shining on it. Like, I'm curious to hear how the story develops. I haven't heard much besides like it happened, you know. I'm sure people are like, it's the aftermath of it all, so it's cleanup and craziness. But V-Dub says the dash cam of someone driving over it was 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's big. That's interesting. I'm just curious to see what the actual explanation is behind the guy, whoever's like the captain of a ship like that, crashing it into a well-lit fucking bridge that doesn't go. I mean, it's been there. It's there as you're approaching it, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Miles away.
Yeah, they're well lit. They're pretty big. They're well established. It's not like on the news you're hearing every couple of days about the new bridge that just popped up. They're usually pretty well established. It reminds me of that Concordia situation. You remember that? The only reason I honestly ever heard of it was the internet historian hopefully didn't plagiarize his entire video about that. But it sounds like it could be something like that, where it was just in the Concordia situation, I think the captain was too busy trying to get his mistress into his cabin to worry about driving the ship.
What?
This is
it's like the Titanic situation, you know. He thought he could drive right through, but I guess, you know, those icebergs are stronger than you think.
Yeah,
I
people. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like people were died, I think.
All right, yeah, I'll stop.
Can we pivot?
I'll stop, but it is crazy though. I thought like just because it was hot off the presses, like I was just seeing this morning when I woke up. I was like, oh my God, dude. It's wild that it's a real life thing. It seems almost, you know, too crazy to actually be going down, especially when you watch like that other one that we were watching. This is kind of just the aftermath, people flying around and looking at it. But the footage we saw of it hitting it is just one of the most wild things I've ever seen. Watching it like collapse like that, and it's literally it's a real life thing happening that you're watching, and you think, wow, it has to be a movie, you know. It has to be, what's the CGI going on here? Because it just doesn't seem.
Well, you even had immediately you had the conspiracy theorist videos where people were,
Oh my God.
Look, this is a controlled demolition. And I'm like,
it's like
bro,
the Twin Towers.
They have lights on the top of every bridge pillar. There are lights so that planes or big boats don't fucking hit them. Like what you were seeing is that shit blowing up as the whole bridge collapsed on itself. But yeah, so that part, and then you just don't know whether to be angry at them for grifting or to just be sad because they might just honestly believe that and just be like, but TikTok said it's an op. TikTok said it was an op, so I mean,
I'm sure I have an uncle.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm sure I have an uncle out there that like seriously believes what you just said. Like,
oh, I'm sure.
It's the same guy. My dad, even. It's probably my dad. My dad's probably is like fake. Like he's like, I saw the lights shut off before the boat hit. I know this is an op. He's like, just like the Twin Towers, you know, jet fuel doesn't burn that hot or whatever.
Well, you know, I'm not going to comment about that. But, you know.
Yeah.
I just want to know about Danny. I just want to know about Building 7, Danny. I just want to know what happened there. And we'll call it off. We'll call it square. Tell me how that one happened.
Okay.
Anyway, pivot. We're out of here. Our boss. There we go. See, that's the real our old boss, the old Captain D. It was the tiny hats. Oh boy.
No, we seriously, our boss, the person that owned this $1 million idea sandwich shop that Kevin and I were managers at and worked at, He did. Like, I'm joking about the Nate thing. I don't know what he's up to now. He's probably drunk in an alleyway somewhere. But the Dave guy, our boss, our former boss, could be this. He realistically could be this guy. He's
Dude, the number of times he was drunk,
Captain Dave.
Yeah, I mean, the number of times he was drunk captaining that restaurant, I wouldn't be surprised if he's drunk behind the wheel of a boat.
I saw him drunkenly steer a inflatable device down a river. I could see that he could crash into a fucking bridge. That's well lit. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, folks.
No, Advent, we were purveyors of grilled cheese. All right, we could sling you a cheese on a griddle on a flat top. All kinds of different styles and types. What the fuck is a gobble gooey's?
We even were versed in Canadian cuisine. Okay, here at our grilled cheese shop.
One of my favorite words too to say. Just y'all got any of that poutine? Like, how dare you, sir?
Hey, who doesn't love cheese, fries, sauce, meat, whatever, you know? Who doesn't love the combination? Of course, we love poutine here on the Clout Route. You know, you think if let's say there was a bizarro, warped world where we still worked at the grilled cheese shop, okay? Me and you were like, maybe it was successful. Maybe there's an alternate universe where the $1 million idea became a $1 billion idea, okay? And we're leading franchises, you know, of our grilled cheese shop.
Oh, God.
And we're still doing this, you know. Do you think we would make a Clout Route grilled cheese?
Oh yeah, dude. If we would be live streaming every night, you think about that. We were a campus bar essentially. You know how much fun we could have just putting up a couple of cameras up, because you'd already have the drunk college kids just being idiots. Then you'd have the ones who would be even bigger idiots when they realized they were on a stream and they could get some clout off of it. Dude, what are we even doing here?
We could have been recording when that
Clout cheese, baby. Let's go. Like,
we could have been recording when that police officer came in and pepper sprayed everybody.
Yeah, that would have been great. Or when that dude got drunk and ripped the urinal out of the wall.
But the show must go on.
Yeah. And then we'd have, instead of Dave yelling to not lock, it'll be me saying, hey, what do you do? It'll be me and Danny saying, hey, the cameras keep rolling, damn it. Somebody's gonna pay for that busted toilet.
In an alternate universe, we are grilled cheese moguls with a podcast, and we have a Clout Route grilled cheese. So think about that, folks. Also, in that world, I imagine that I'm not married. I'm probably single at this point.
Oh,
not because I wouldn't want to be married, but I think that my wife would be thinking differently of me if I was still working until, instead of waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd be working until 3 o'clock in the morning. She'd be, and you know how I came home sometimes from those long 3:30 a.m. shifts. You know, I'm yelling up the stairs at my wife.
A favorite word of mine too. The old bollocks, one that I normally don't hear. We don't hear on this side of the pond very often, but
you know, that's a funny story to recall, Kevin. Have you ever told that? Have you ever told the story from your perspective of me shouting at my wife? I don't even really remember like the entire thing. I was drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've told it. I don't know if I've told it on air. Is that what you're asking me? Do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I did anything too bad.
Oh no, it was just a very hilarious. While we're talking about tales from the grilled cheese town, it was pretty much standard on the weekends after closing. So it'd be around 3 or 4 a.m. for us, right, Danny?
I mean, late as fuck. Yeah,
we stayed about an hour. We stayed open. The boss's whole idea was we would stay open an hour after bar close, and so there were these bars next to us where after about 1:30, 2 a.m. our door wouldn't close. There was this bar across the street. Sometimes it would just be a line of people connecting. They'd be walking out of that place right into our bar to eat their grilled cheeses.
Okay.
And so, you know, weekends we weren't getting home till like 4 a.m. probably. And, you know, anybody who's worked in the industry knows that you're still getting drunk. You know, you're going out, you're having a blast. So Danny's house turned into it was just a couple blocks down the road. It turned into the after work. This is where we're going to stop and hang out. You know, Danny will fire up the fog machine. We'll have a good time. And
You know
this
me.
this one particular night, for those of you who don't know, Danny's a tequila man. He likes to do the shots. And this one particular night, he had some shots in him, and he came home. We were being a little rowdy, as you do when you're that age and you're drunk. And Danny's poor, wonderful wife was even back then getting up at before the sun
Oh yeah.
to put in work. You know, she's been a hustler for as long as I've known her. She's been out here fucking grinding, dude. So at one point, Danny's wonderful wife comes down to the top of stairs and is just like, Danny, can you guys please chill? And she's like, even when she's mad, she's still very polite. She doesn't say fuck. She doesn't, you know, say anything mean to anybody. She just says, Danny, can you guys keep it down? And Danny, at this point, is holding what I believe to be an empty bottle of tequila. There might be a shot or two. There might be like a little bit of that backwash at the bottom, but this bottle is done at this point. And you guys had this little half landing.
My
right?
volume notches up too. I know.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point to bring up. Like, I might be loud now, even, you know, most of the time, but the more booze, the worse it gets.
He gets pretty loud. He's a loud guy. So and he gets halfway up to the stairs and just starts making louder noises like bollocks, bollocks. And he keeps saying the word bollocks, by the way, which great word. Shout out V-Dub and bed bugs, right? Bed hug. What was it? Bed bugs? Bed hugs? Where were you at? What were we talking about? Head bug, there we go. See, I knew I was close. Head bug and V-Dub cross the pond. You know, they know what bollocks means. I don't. It's just a cool word Danny likes to say when he gets drunk. But so he just starts yelling at his wife, and then it got you know, that's when Aaron, you know, she had to use her adult voice on us there, and it all got quiet. Everybody kind of looked at each other. What do we do now? I'm too drunk to drive home. I was always walking home anyway, so I was like, this is my cue. I, you know, slid out the back door.
I might have slept on the couch that night.
That I wouldn't be surprised.
She still married me after that. After a bollocks incident. After a bollocks incident at the top of my lungs, she still married me after that. There were worse things though. That happened at that house. That was a party house, so my poor wife suffered for my bollocks.
It's amazing.
Bollocks.
And that's not even the craziest Danny moment, you know. And they usually involve an empty bottle of tequila. Although luckily this time it didn't get thrown at anyone.
At anyone. I don't throw them at people.
No, just car windows.
I'm a real advocate for damaging property over your friends, you know. Some people like to get angry and they're like start shit with their buddies. I even have friends that are like that sometimes. That like will get, the spicier they get, the more like combative they get with anybody, and their friends often suffer from that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Like the drunker I get, the more I'm like, Kevin, dude, you're right. Like, you're one of my best friends, dude. Like, we're going places, buddy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But
it's usually something else that makes me like, oh, dude, Danny, our podcast, bro, we're gonna do 14 podcasts. We're gonna take this whole thing over. What was I saying?
But yeah, booze makes me just love people, but I'll get violent versus inanimate objects. I love breaking shit when I'm drunk, smashing other people's shit.
We have a friend who likes to light things on fire and like jump through them or jump over them.
Vandalization when I'm drunk. I mean, these are days past. I'm
yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah,
I'm even out of this.
It's been a while since anybody's lit anything on fire, but you know, every once in a while you You got to dust it off and make sure you got the old Evil Knievel pants ready.
Once a year or so, we turn it up. But maybe we should start burning shit right now. I should be taking a couch out to the fucking curb and catching it on fire because I'm outraged that there happens to be another Epstein out there, Kevin. Another Epstein has peered his head, peeked out from the darkness. When's the last time you heard about P. Diddy? Shouts out to the Pyros. I like that too. Yeah, for sure.
I do. Yeah. Shout out to the
Pyros.
Pyros.
Fire. I love it.
Gotta love. Yeah. Yep. We could do it. We'll have to do a bonus episode about that where we all just tell stories about times we lit things on fire when we weren't supposed to.
Inappropriately.
Headbug has it right here. Ooh, I love this. So this one feels not good, Danny, because of all bad things that have happened, but it's one of those where you're like, man, you always knew something was off about. I'm going to do a pull of quartering and be like, I knew it the whole time. I don't have any
saying
receipts.
This forever, people.
I've been saying this forever, man. Dave Chappelle said it in 2004, and ever since then I have known, That was the Easter egg I was teasing earlier, by the way. Did you see me slip old Dave Chappelle as P. Diddy into your thumbnail?
Right, I did see that.
He tried to tell us, man. He tried to warn us. I'm not surprised, Danny. Were you surprised?
Well, it's like the guy in question, I have this certain vibe. I have this sussy, like, there's just a sussy layer for every Hollywood celebrity, okay? It's a certain threshold, I think there's something like endearing about like a rising star in Hollywood. A lot of the ones that haven't hit the pedo threshold yet. But most of them, like if it's a renowned, like old school Hollywood celebrity, I'm like absolutely never surprised that they're fucking doing something criminal.
Would Kevin Smith surprise you?
I would be surprised, but it's just like I don't know. There was something about the 90s where the world was at peace, It was like anything that was going on was mostly like towards the earlier side of the 90s and then Cold War kind of things. So it's like behind the scenes, quiet, hush hush thing. So like as a whole, especially in the United States, it's a peaceful, playful time. And this is what they were doing behind the scenes. You got Cosby fucking dropping things and people's fucking, I mean, maybe that was earlier than that, but you got Diddy fucking is the biggest shit in the 90s. And of course, I mean, who even knows what he was doing back then? I'm sure the influence and years of being that famous and stuff has brought him to the Epstein level where he can, fly out his hoochie mamas and sex trafficking, allegedly. But, I don't know.
See, this one's weird for me, Danny, because to me, this was just like it felt like one of the worst kept secrets. And maybe it's just, but people tweeted stuff about famous people. We're talking about Diddy being this way for at least 10 years. I mean, it's been kind of out there that he's been kind of a weird dude in that. Now, the idea that he's been recording other people doing stuff so he can have dirt on everybody, that absolutely tracks because, I mean, he probably had Tupac killed and maybe even his alleged former best friend Biggie. Imagine having somebody killed and then ripping off a song and then making a song about
their death.
And then you rip off Sting of all people. You're gonna rip off the Police and make a song about your dead friend that you had murdered, dude. Jesus, man,
allegedly.
I'm so glad that we can now say bad things about Diddy and not have to worry about repercussions. It's been a long time coming.
He's like the one guy, there's not many names out there, okay? Not many names out there where it just lends itself to being like P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Every iteration of his name sounds perverted and more than that even, it sounds sus. P. Diddy, P. I mean, we already see it in the fucking chat. P Diddle, Piddle, my Diddle, whatever. This motherfucker, yeah, the guy can't get his name right the second time when he rebrands to a new one. I mean, come on, dude. P Diddler doesn't surprise me.
He dropped the P and then went just to Diddy for a while. Like, no. You fixed the wrong part. You fixed the part that didn't need fixing. See, also Sean comb. What does one use to groom themselves, Danny? A comb, huh? He's a groomer. All right, Advent, I'm with you there. Not surprised. Not surprised. This dirtbag.
So the story is that the feds have raided his both homes, his Miami home, his LA home or California, wherever it is, Also, there's talk of like his private jets and stuff are getting searched and whatnot. But the only thing I know definitively is his homes are being raided. So we've actually got a clip of P. Diddy as soon as he caught wind of somebody tipped him off. Okay. Some motherfucker out there tipped P. Diddy off. And we've got the footage.
Wow.
Oh man, you got some visitors, dog.
Oh my God.
So he's out of
here. Which video is that?
I don't even know what it's from.
What's that?
Shouts out to Melanism on Twitter. Hashtag Diddy tried to tell us how the story would end in 97. So your guess is as good as mine. What that's actually from.
All About the Benjamins or something. I don't know what that was.
I thought that was sweet though. He's like, oh shit. I can imagine the same thing going down with this raid. Somebody's like, one of his dudes tips him off like, oh dude, within 24 hours they're gonna be coming at you, and he's like, oh, here they come. You see him rolling down the street. He's like taking off in a private jet from his backyard.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. I hear in chat Jay-Z is next. I will just say this: Dr. Dre is probably thanking God every day that Twitter didn't exist in the early 90s, or I don't think anybody be listening. A lot of people probably wouldn't have gotten to be as famous as they were, like Eminem or The Game, for just here's a album's worth of Dre beats, because Dre would have been in some trouble himself. I believe it was Too Short used to reference
Holmes, the rapper.
They came with Dre. They don't need ID. Blow the whistle.
But here's some Fox News footage here. Maybe we should listen to what she has to say, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't just mute it. I was kind of just showing that's the property there. Obviously, they're flying overhead, but there is some commentary here. Let's hear what the lady has to say.
Friends with Aiden Ross.
Holmes, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information.
God damn, they got you hear that? They got some kind of heavy machinery in there. Some wide loads in there back there. They're hauling they're hauling some serious materials out of that house.
So it said sexual sex trafficking allegations, right? That's what it said. And they're raiding his home. I guess these are his kids that they pull out. He has like 2 kids that are living there with him or in his house, or were in his home. I don't know. But what does this article here say? Let's see. Los Angeles home of Sean P. Diddy Combs has been raided. Explosive lawsuit was filed against the rapper executive alleging a litany of crimes from sexual assault against adults, minors, sex/drug trafficking, a shooting, illegal prostitution, and illegal distribution of guns. So he's got the fucking laundry list, bro.
Jesus.
It's more than just I mean, I guess the worst thing you could possibly do is have an island where you invite your friends to come do sexual things with children. That's probably the worst thing you could do. So Epstein is like
Yeah.
the highest echelon, but like P. Diddy seems like he's gunning for the spot. It doesn't. I haven't heard anything about the age of said trafficked human beings, but we've got potential here, folks, for a Epstein 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Shout out Hash. You might be right though. There's oh, who would have seen this coming from Diddy?
I'm gonna pull up this. Rolling Stone did an article today that like kind of gives a little more. The actual case that they're talking about where he's like being accused of all this shit. There's a singer involved, Cassie. Do you know who this is? There's I must be an R&B singer or something here. Actually, I'll just pull it up.
You say Cassidy?
Cassie.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the people that's like alleging that he's doing all this shit in the lawsuit here. So this person, I'd never heard of Cassie, the singer, but that's who it is.
What did she sing?
It wasn't that bad that bad Biggie song we were just talking shit about.
It's me and you now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I know this
You
one.
tell me that you like it.
Ooh.
Me and you now. Been waiting.
Okay.
Make a move
Cassie.
now. Damn, that was a bop, dude. I'm gonna listen to that after this. Damn.
So there's a big lawsuit going on. I say lawsuit almost.
Not a lawsuit, no.
There's a big lawsuit going on about all this. That's why they even got permission to, raid all of his shit in the first place. So they say once you're at this point where they're like coming to your house and, coming in and pulling people out of your house and arresting them. When shit like that's happening, you're pretty fucked at this point. It seems like it's progressed to like they know some shit about P. Diddy. P. Diddley.
Yeah, that's kind of what Advent is saying. If the feds are there raiding, like they don't, with the one exception maybe being Waco, they usually have their shit together if they decide to go in for a raid. Like they've kind of already got you dead to rights.
Well, and that one time where they took all those files from Trump's bathroom or whatever, that was inappropriate. They raided
when they took that pound cake from Afro Man, like Vita reminds us.
Yeah, that's right.
Lemon
I should reach out.
cake.
That's a guy I should reach out to,
Cake.
too. Dude, imagine having Lemon Pound Cake on the show. I mean, I've seen him in my hometown.
I kind of want to book him for a concert. You know this. I run venues now for some of these combat sports in these small Ohio towns. Well, you know what? Let's circle back on Afro Man.
Do
folks.
people know Afro Man? You think he's a well-known property?
Yeah, because I got high.
Midwestern hillbilly thing or what?
What else is the other one? No, I think a lot of people know that. Maybe you guys tell us. Is Afro Man just a Midwestern thing? But I think he's become well known for a couple of meme songs at least.
Across the sea, it seems like Afro Man's a legend. So you're in Ohio, get him.
Colt 45. That's the big one. That's right. Colt 45.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, well. There you go. People love Afro Man. Let's get Afro Man. if a shitty bar in my hometown where I graduate with like 60 people, okay? Like that's how small of a town I graduated from. If my hometown shitty fucking hillbilly bar can get Afro Man there to perform, I feel like we've got a good chance.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I got a
scratching
venue.
His balls on his couch and come on our show.
We can do a twofer, man. We can get him to go do a concert at Venue 18. But then either the night before or the night after, we get him on a podcast too. So we can have both. And then we could actually hang out with Afro Man, dude. Maybe try some of that famous lemon pound cake.
Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. That's
That's
all
all
we'll
we need.
need.
And honestly, Palmdale, one of my favorite songs. You know what? Can't believe I forgot that he was from there, considering, you know.
Okay, so check this out, dude. If P. Diddley wasn't if we weren't already speculating about P. Diddley, his neighbors have some things to say, okay? And when when the neighbors drive out of their driveway in front of all the news cameras, they're definitely not putting on a show or trying to lie about anything. Did I just hit my camera or something? What happened?
What the hell? Holy shit, dude. Oh, he's in like the vortex. Look at you guys seeing this?
What is this?
What the hell?
Whoa!
Oh, Danny just went into a wormhole, you guys.
We're gone.
He's so gone. He's out of here. All right. So what we're looking at is, what is this? Cars?
Cars. We're about to show you some prime cussy here. No, this is the neighbors. This is the neighbors.
I forgot about.
You forgot about cussy?
Yeah, I did. Yep. I wasn't even going to say it. No, Diddy got Danny. He's that fucking quick, dude.
Oh,
he's quicker than Warner Brothers, man. God damn.
Here, check this out, though.
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night.
The first thing he said,
yeah.
The first thing he says is, tell them to stop bringing minors over here late at night, okay?
No, he didn't. Is that what he said?
That's what he said. So here, I'll play it back just so you can hear it again. Maybe. Nope. See? P. Diddley. P. Diddley's got us, dude. He's got my camera.
Oh,
he's
my
got the
God,
fucking,
dude.
He's got Twitter, dude. P. Diddley.
Bus loads of minors. God damn, dude. That's crazy.
Is that what he says?
That's what Vault alleges.
I'll bring
Damn
it
it,
back.
Diddy. He is the worst. I mean, he's been the worst, but even more now.
The neighbors agree, I guess.
Yeah.
All the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much.
He do too much.
Buses, like big ass buses. You can see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild.
It's ultra specific too.
Oh.
Over in that basketball court over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
Damn. That, I mean, yeah, can I press X the doubt on that without seeming like a scumbag though?
Well, it seems like Headbug is with you.
Because if you did see that, why would you not call the cop? Like, that's not enough. That's not something that you can call the cop. You saw bus loads of children multiple times at 3 a.m. That seems like something that you can discreetly report to the police and say, hey, like on the third Wednesday of every month, this dude's got a busload of children. Just send 2 cops in a ghillie suit out into the park and look at his basket. Like, you could have very easily caught him. Maybe they did. I don't know, but
I don't think
feels
they would
weird.
lie to the paparazzi there. That's for
You don't
sure.
think so? You don't think somebody who's never had a camera put in their face, whose parents are rich, who's riding passenger seat in some very expensive car, might not be willing to just yell some nonsense for attention? Because
no.
I do, Danny. I do believe that someone might be willing to do that.
Never do it for clout. I mean, well,
it was a Tuesday.
He should have dropped his Instagram or whatever. That would have been proper for him after he said all that. That he's like, yeah, if you want more, you can find me at Instagram.
It's just sort of like I'm not, and I listen. Please do not think that I'm defending Diddy. I think he is rightfully, again, I've been pressing X doubt on Diddy for a long time, but still,
We've been saying it forever. People.
You know, 2 things can be true at the same time, and this person I think is lying. They couldn't wait to snitch on him. Kanye knew. Oops, wrong account.
So
like and subscribe, folks.
We've got some like conflicting reports. Okay, so we've got something here that says he's fled the United States on his Gulfstream private jet. And it shows him or his private jet going from California to like, it says flight tracking data indicates that the jet appeared to land on Antigua in the Caribbean. Caribbean. How do you say it? Is it Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean?
Oh, damn. That's like data and data for me. I just kind of use them both interchangeably and wait for someone to tell me which one's right.
Okay. Caribbean.
Wait, which one did Billy
first?
According to Billy Ocean, it is Caribbean because that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Caribbean Queen.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can go with that. But this is saying he flew away, but I have conflicting reports here. If I pull some stuff up in the doc, we've got another person, and this one I'm thinking is probably more on point. Ian Carroll on Twitter says TMZ apparently filmed Diddy at Miami airport today.
Ooh, party in the city where the heat is on.
Pacing around to the airport there. So this guy's speculating that he flew a bunch of videos, evidence, and assets outside of the United States to somewhere they can't get it.
Diddy watch. Yeah, we're gonna have to have that every week.
Diddy watch, all right. We're on Diddy watch, baby. We're watching his jets and his planes. Diddy diddled Usher and Meek Mill. Now I've got some of these are crazy. So there's a clip of Meek Mill and P. Diddy going around, and I retweeted it on Twitter. That's fine. I'm not going to show it here on the show. It's a little too explicit. But it sounds like Meek Mill's getting his fucking, he's getting murdered. He's murdering that ass. Murdering him. Meek Mill's getting, or maybe it's P. Diddy getting from Meek Mill. I don't know. A sexual encounter happened.
You never know.
But the Usher thing, this is so weird to me. I've got a clip of Usher. We've also got a clip of Usher's protege, Justin Bieber in a clip with P. Diddy. But this one will come first.
Oh, no.
We've got Usher.
Oh, that explains. You know what? Bieber did, he did kind of follow that same troubled youth to young man thing that a lot of those poor kids that dealt with Dan Schneider. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying there's a lot of similarities to when you think about Bieber's career. You compare him to some of those Nickelodeon kid stars, and now what we know. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like oh my God. Diddy, you son of a bitch.
So this says, Usher revealed that when he was 13 years old, he was sent to live with P. Diddy at what he referred to as the Puffy Flavor Camp.
Oh my God. Are you?
It sounds like Neverland Ranch, doesn't it?
It sounds like that. Oh my God. Like maybe Chappelle had a little more insight. He wasn't just spoofing making the band. He had a little more inside information when he made that whole skit, I think. God damn, dude.
We'll watch that next. How about that?
Flavor Camp. Was Guy Fieri there?
So Puffy's Flavor Town Camp, and describes how he was exposed to sexual acts when he was 13 and living with Diddy. Now it says that in this text here, but when I will listen to the clip, and maybe I'm wrong, we'll listen to it back. When I listened to the clip, it seemed like one of those situations where Usher was like, I was 13 in a situation that I could never dream of. So, of course, I'm never going to tell anybody what the fuck went down. He's like, I thought it was cool. I was a kid. I was caught up in the fucking mysticism of it all. I was with P. Diddy hanging out in his house where people were getting fucking slammed, apparently. But
goddamn, Kanye was right again. Alex Jones was right again. Shit.
Yeah. They're all nonsense. How do you say that? Nonce. They're all fucking nonsense.
I think that sounds pretty good.
My American accent doesn't do it justice. But yeah, here, let's listen to a little bit of not P. Diddley.
Yes,
Usher talking about P. Diddley on Howard Stern here, okay?
To New York City. and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
Puffy
To learn
Flavor
some-
Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy.
God, he can't even look
Kid
anybody in
in
the
90s,
eye.
Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
Yeah, Phil, just chicks. Yeah, just chicks. Right. And Howard. Oh, Howard.
How do you? It is an interesting thing to think about. Like 90s parents, like the whatever decade or generation that is of 90s parents, like parents in the 90s maybe were more attentive to their kids than parents now. I don't know.
Exit out. Exit
But they
out.
were fucked up when they were doing it. You know what I mean? Like all those parents were fucking litty. And I guess mommy and daddy didn't think twice about sending their kid to fucking what Flavor Town? Puff Daddy's Flavor
Bro,
Camp?
This tracks, man. My parents couldn't wait to send me somewhere every summer. As soon as school was out, they're like, "Where can I send you for up to a month at a time where you will not be
Yeah.
fucking here?"
Summer camp, bitches.
I went to the same basketball camp like 3 weeks in a row one year where it was like, man, do you even have, we didn't know Kevin was an orphan. I'm so sorry. No, so I believe it. I absolutely believe it. They're like, oh, little Ursher Jr., he's got a, yeah, of course, Diddy, take him. That way I don't have to watch him for 3 months. Fuck yeah, dude.
The people
And
at
we'll
my
get
summer
paid.
camp had to say, hey, dude, I know your mom wants you to come here and you know, she doesn't want you at the house right now, but you're just 17's too old for summer camp, dude.
You gotta go live with Diddy. You gotta go get daddy a hit.
No, I'm just kidding. God, I wish, you know, the funny thing is like the joke about 90s kids, you got sent to band camp or summer camp or whatever. You know what? I was so poor. There wasn't even camp they sent you to. We didn't have any money for fucking camp. There was no fucking summer camp. My mom says, go in the backyard and dig a hole. Okay. Fucking, there's no fucking camp for me. So honestly, if P. Diddy came to my mom and was like, hey, I've got Puffy's Flavor Camp and we want Danny for it, I'd be like, fuck you, mom. I'm out. Where the blunts at, P. Diddy?
But see, Catholic school, I feel that too. I mean, not personally, I didn't go to Catholic school, but I had a lot of friends sent over to Catholic school. It's just kind of a similar thing, you know, just getting shipped away.
I dated a Catholic chick in high school, and you could
Oh,
tell.
yeah. Good for you, man.
You could tell that there were a few years there where she was like deprived of some things. You know what's funny? I'm not ashamed to say this. My Catholic girlfriend in high school would go on constantly about how about how she wanted a black boyfriend. Yes, she said that specifically, a black boyfriend, because we're white people from poor small town that we're from. She's like, she like fetishized. She wanted a black guy so bad, a black boyfriend. I'm dating her, and she's telling me that I want to date a black guy.
So you're just keeping somebody's seat warm. I just want you to know.
Well, she's married. I will let you know she's married to a black guy with multiple kids at this point. So she did get her wish. She got her wish, which hats off to her. I love that. She knew what she wanted. Okay. She knew what she wanted even back then.
That's how you do it. You visualize, you manifest, you set yourself up, you make efforts, you know, you put yourself into position where you can have what you've manifested. She was perfect for Diddy. Damn. Oh yeah, that's good.
She was more like a David Banner kind of guy.
I probably should have used a different word than manifest when it comes to I forgot. It's
touchy.
Especially us white Americans, that manifest word. We shouldn't use it.
All right, let's listen to Usher fuck up. Okay, instead of
let somebody else fucking put their foot in their mouth, please. It's not me.
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were
No
you
I
thinking?
went
fucking
there to see the
shit. Oh
lifestyle.
my
Right.
god.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So
it was
nobody
crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
He
What
didn't
I
say
did
I
say
said
is that
Diddy.
there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
So let's speculate here, Kevin. Some very curious things P. Diddley could be doing in front of Usher. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, I can't speculate. I don't think I need to. I think we all know. We all know what the general. Have you ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Whatever he was doing, it must have been really cool because Usher turned around and waited until it was his turn to groom like a 13-year-old. And then he knew exactly what to do. He's like, Bieber, I've got the perfect place for you. 48 hours with P. Diddy and we'll have you on top. And look at him now.
Dude, I bet.
There's
man,
some
what's
magic
that?
there. It's like the Harvey Weinstein touch. Same difference, right? Diddy's like a combination of all the things. He's a little Epstein with his private jets and his sex trafficking. He's a little MJ with his getting the young kids to come to his place, like Usher.
Oh, that
and,
Mike.
like,
That I was
Justin
like, dude,
Bieber.
leave Michael Jordan out of this, dude. He's just a gambling addict.
Not that
right?
one. And then
Yeah.
who was it I just said? Who was the last?
Michael Jackson,
No, I don't know.
the diddler.
The diddler. But that's what I'm saying. He's a little bit of all of them. He's a little bit of Epstein, a little bit of MJ, a little bit of Harvey. Harvey was the one I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
He's even a little bit of Harvey because he's like that. He's not. We remember him as a star in like hip hop and R&B kind of, but he's not really that. He like lost that persona long ago. He's more of like a behind the scenes kind of guy. You know what I mean?
remember him as the dude who stole a bunch of awesome funk beats from the 70s and used them to get rich. That's what I remember. I always remember him as this little goony goblin kind of dude. I think some of the first rap songs I ever heard. I think the very first one I ever heard was Lil Troy's "Wanna Be a Baller." Shot caller, it sounds really bad.
Oh, I thought it said shock collar.
Shot caller. 20-inch blades on the Impala.
20-inch blades? I thought
and then the next one I had
else.
heard was like "Been Around the World" or something like that, or "Can't Nobody Take My Pride." All Diddy ever did was steal other people. He stole Bowie beats, he stole funk beats.
Oh, no, we went too far.
Yeah, you can't steal from David Bowie
Bowie
without paying homage. Yeah, that's my cosmic godfather, Danny. You think cosmic job? You think I came up with that? No. David Bowie came up with that.
Oh no.
I just stole it. Like,
don't pull up this comment, but somebody said something about staring into little boys' buttholes in chat. Okay.
Huh?
I didn't say that about P. Diddy, but maybe. Let's hear if Usher has any other interesting tidbits here.
Oh, now Headbug's under attack.
Uh-oh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there.
That would be
Lil
so
Kim,
cool as a 13-year-old.
Mac.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh,
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewot, or
He's
are you
like,
just
what?
like, can you stay up till 4 in
I
the
ain't
morning?
doing
with
no
them?
fucking
Whoa, whoa.
I could. I stayed up
Self-report,
longer than
Howard.
them.
and
Did they have you doing chores around the house so you knew your place? Goddamn, Howard.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this isn't fucking 1770.
Yeah, Diddy comes back to, I don't know, Howard, do you have a number tattooed on your forearm, you son of a bitch? Jesus.
Oh,
God
dear
damn.
God. But
Did you sing any songs when you were out in the field there, Ursher? Jesus, Howard.
he stayed up longer than them, he said, which kind of tracks because if we're talking like a 13-year-old on like smack and coke and this and that and whatever versus like a whatever Puff Daddy's at this point. I mean, yeah, I get it. Those kids have energy, okay? Extra energy.
I hit the highway, making money to fly. Damn it, it's gonna be stuck in my head forever now.
Diddy butt camp. Okay, I'm gonna rewind this just a little bit so we can get a little more context.
God damn it! I shouldn't.
I love his reaction face.
What is wrong with me?
You humble somewhat, or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have?
Yeah,
money?
just playing Halo and drinking Mountain Dew.
Like, per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What a
14
life,
years
Howard
old. You're a
says.
dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See,
So something must have
Yeah,
happened.
Howard
there.
over
You
here
hear
is
that?
jealous. Howard's like, oh, I wish I could have been in that position as a 13-year-old. You know,
You hear that at the end though?
what a life.
Did you
he
send
lived.
your kid there? And he's like,
I
nah.
don't know. Yeah,
What were they doing over there? What was P. Diddley doing? Do you
Sleek's
think he
right.
had? Oh, what's Sleek say here?
I was saying, well, I forgot that P. Diddy also stole a Led Zeppelin song. He stole a Led Zeppelin song to make this shitty Godzilla track. So there you go.
Do you think he had that button that they talked about in that Michael Jackson doc where he like he can hear people coming up the steps or whatever, and he can like push the button under his desk to lock and shut the door?
Oh
before he
yeah, I
did it?
bet. Oh, I bet, dude. I think he had one. I think he had like a H. Howard Holmes kind of house with a bunch of different secret hallways and
You
cameras.
pull the right book and you get into a secret room
Yeah, but it,
with cuffs hanging on
you
the
should-
cuffs and chains on the wall.
yeah, he meant to say you pull the wrong book and it ain't anywhere you want to end up.
P. Diddy's sexual dungeon. Does P. Diddy ever talk about like his sexual perversions? You know, I know that some of these rappers kind of get into their lives a little deep. Was he ever like rapping about like, I got it in my basement, a spare room, it's behind a bookcase, I lock kids up there?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen to Pastor Courvoisier Part 2. It might be in there.
Part 2.
Mhm. The first one, nobody ever listens to the first one. But it was
No,
good,
you're right.
too.
I've never heard of that.
Mhm.
Okay, let's watch this Chappelle show skit where you were referencing earlier that that calls Diddy out all way back when. Okay.
Breast milk.
Do you remember this show that they're
You make
parodying?
Day. Wasn't this Making the Band?
Right. Yeah. Do you remember that show though? Did you watch Making the
No, I
Band?
mean not really, but I at the time that this came out, you knew enough because if you remember Dylon, you know, the 5 best rappers of all time.
Dylon.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the reason that most people remember Making the Band is this Chappelle shows. I mean, it's longer than the 47 seconds that we're gonna watch, but like that segment, I think most people think
Who was
about
the
that.
band?
Exactly. Thank you, Danny. You proved
What
my
band
point.
did they make? Like, I can honestly, I'll give him this. I can remember that there was a show, but what band did he make?
Pussycat Dolls? Was that one of them?
Is that it?
He
Hey.
did make that band, I think, but did he make B2K
like
as
that?
well? I mean, he made some bands.
Y2K.
Yeah, B2.
I thought that was a
Amarion.
technology event.
There were 2 bands. See, Devin, what up, Dev, in the chat? Says there were 2 bands.
Okay. Well, I missed season 2 too. Then, unfortunately.
4 seasons, only made 2 bands. They did not do very well. No,
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. I don't know how many seasons they had.
All right, let's listen to Chappelle
Yes.
here.
Sleek, that was the infamous Chicago hotel.
The last joke he told before he went on his transphobe arc. No,
No, he had at least 3 more.
he doesn't
jokes
get good
before
ones
that.
like this. See, this is what I think, dude. I think that if Chappelle was doing a televised skit show and tried to fit his little transphobic jokes in there little by little, I think that the reception overall would probably have been better for him. But instead, he's like pretending to be a comedian and trying to tell like stories about how much he hates trans people on stage. And people are like, dude, this is just like something that happened to you and you just hate trans people. Which
Yeah,
you
can
could like
definitely-
write it into a skit or something. I think people would receive it a little bit better. They'd think it was like he's trying to tell a joke, actually, instead of just like his life on stage.
Yeah, instead of him just still being really, really upset about that one trip overseas that didn't go according to plan.
Where did you go, Chappelle? Danity Kane.
Oh,
That's the one.
there we go.
I remember it now.
Thank you, Dev.
Devin knows it. All right, let's listen. enough Chappelle hate.
Y'all not working like a team. I got to shut the studio down, yo. All right, the only way I open the studio up now, y'all got to walk uptown to the Bronx and get breast milk from a Cambodian immigrant. I only drink.
He only drinks the finest breast milks. I know. I see. We talked about this before, guys, but before memes were a thing, the way
This
you
was
would,
a meme.
the way
Yeah.
you would transport your memes to each other was just a quote from your favorite shows and movies. And so, you'd have some just randomly, somebody'd be having a hard time getting their straw into their milk at school, and you'd be like, I only drink the finest breast milks. And then they go, yeah, dude, I saw that too. That's funny.
I love
That's funny.
Chappelle's show.
It's so funny, bro. I remember that.
Breast milk is vegan, even if it is Cambodian. Well, you know what? When I think about it, regular breast milk would be vegan because how else would you get it than to have consent from a pregnant woman? But Cambodian breast milk seems like that might be some black market shit. They might have some poor lady locked up upside down, pregnant, with her boobies hooked up to a machine.
Oh, that's true. You want to avoid that. Yeah, you want free range. You want a woman who has volunteered her breast milk.
Make sure you're getting
a cut.
Direct from the source.
Pay the talent. Yes, absolutely.
The finest breast milks. Go out there and milk Cambodia.
God, dude, I don't remember the laugh track being so offensive. Do you?
I do, just because they would have, because he would like do his little comedy set. There would be a lot, and yeah, no, I do remember. Laugh tracks are they're very tough to deal with.
God damn.
I'm sure some people pay for the alpaca milk.
Maybe we just all thought. Sometimes I think about these old 90s shows that I love so much, and maybe we just all thought that they were funny because they made us laugh.
Well, don't forget, we were 12 when this was coming out.
That's
also
wild to think about.
Or maybe not.
I don't
you
even understand what he's talking about.
Like I was in middle school.
Yeah,
when the show was popular, so this was all. I mean, I want to pee in your food. Him just singing about R. Kelly peeing on people. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, you would talk about that. That's the one where it's like, holy shit, like fucking Dave Stradamus out here. He was trying to tell us. How far ahead was he on the whole R. Kelly train?
That's true.
It's 100% Cambodian, yeah. It's the real shit. Breast milk, you made my day.
I do feel like that's one of those that you don't forget. Like one of those.
I can't tell you how many times I did that one in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Buddy, you finish with that? And you get breast milk. Dude, Rick James is still the best one, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Hands down. I would definitely, my favorite is the Rick James fucking stories for sure. Definitely. Absolutely.
I really liked the Mad Real World. Okay. I thought that one was good.
Check this out though. I mean, we were talking about P. Diddley, so I have one more for you. This is after Usher visited when he was 13. Okay. Fast forward to when, I don't even know how old Usher is when he's grooming Justin Bieber for a viewing audience. But this says creepy video of P. Diddy, 40 years old, saying he wants to have a 48-hour sleepover with Justin Bieber, who's only 15. Like, I didn't even realize P.
Oh,
Diddy's
fuck.
old. How old P. Diddy? How old is fucking P. Diddy? Hold on, before I do
mean,
this clip.
old enough to know better.
Well, that's for damn sure, but how old is P. Diddley? Do you think if I typed in P. Diddley, Google would know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Absolutely, they would now. They've definitely fixed the SEO for that.
He's my mother's age, 1969, 54.
Wow, there you go. See, I mean, good for him.
Old.
He looks great for his
Love
age.
you, Mom. How do I walk that back after I was like, man, he's old as shit. Holy fuck.
You better
I look
double
at
up.
the age. Oh, damn, same age as my mom.
Mother's Day is only a handful of weeks away at this point, Danny.
And
Just double down.
Good present this year.
Mhm.
All right, let's see P. Diddley with Justin Bieber here. How weird. He's freaky to look at when he's a fucking 15-year-old kid. It feels inappropriate.
Justin,
Yeah.
you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
48 hours with
they're having
Diddy.
times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing.
What the fuck?
We can't really disclose.
Huh?
It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Oh,
15-year-old's dream. He seems very enthusiastic about it. I mean, that's a happy 15-year-old.
I know what I was dreaming about at 15, and there is no way that a strange 40-year-old should be walking me through that experience like he's Willy fucking Wonka. Okay.
He's Willy fucking P. Diddy practically is the Willy Wonka of the rap.
He's gonna have, yeah, he probably had this poor young man swimming down a different chocolate river. You know what I'm saying? Like Augustus
P.
Gloop.
Diddy's chocolate river.
Augustus Gloop on these bollocks. You know what I'm saying? This is not okay. I should not be
Oh.
making jokes about this.
Oh my god. Hopefully that's okay. You balance it out. You make a bunch of distasteful jokes right now, Kevin, to balance out those bridge jokes I was making at the top.
Yeah. See, this is just at the statute of limitations just hasn't run out on that other one yet, man. This shit just happen. It should just happen. I can't. I'm gonna get in trouble. But this happened 10 years ago. I'll talk shit on this all day.
You know, I have been given custody of him.
He's
you know,
like
he
looking
signed
at him
Usher.
up and
I
down.
know, a grown man, so
I had legal
uncomfortable.
guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
why would you make a video about it?
Watch this. I want to roll it back, and I'll let it play this last 5 seconds. But he kind of like glances. Bieber does to like the side here, and he makes the most uncomfortable noise.
He's looking over at his handler like, help.
Yeah, and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Justin,
We're going full buck full crazy.
No. I need a water bottle. We need like a spray bottle for this guy.
It looks like one of those situations that they talk about where out of camera, he's got like guns aimed on him or something. Like he's like faking the faking that he's fine. He's like, oh yeah. And he's like, his eyes are shifting around. He's like, yeah, 48 hours of fun with P. Diddy.
Yeah, he's over there looking like Patty Hearst. All right. You guys don't get that's
I love
horrible.
P. Diddy. He
almost said we were gonna go full broke back. I mean,
we're going broke back wild.
we're going full buck naked. I mean, not buck naked. I mean, we're gonna play dodgeball and stuff. Yeah, that's what 15-year-olds like.
Oh no!
Fucking
no.
gross.
Let's see. I gotta get something. I gotta get a palate cleanser for us. Okay,
Ooh,
let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
What do I want to show here? V-Dub sent us a clip for the newest Netflix movie that we need to participate in. Moving on from P. Diddley, okay. Chicken Nugget is now streaming on Netflix. My daughter has
Ooh.
been turned into a chicken nugget.
That's wholesome, right? I think this can't be weird.
I totally palate cleanser, right?
I think. Yeah, nuggets would be a great palate cleanser.
Do you think Trisha Paytas had a hand in this? Do you think she may be
Oh, that's right. I
inspired
forgot she identified as a chicken nugget at one point, right?
for a
Now
long time?
she's not that now, right? Now she's I don't actually know. I haven't been keeping up.
She's got her
this-
own podcast now. It's very successful, Kevin.
Well, it's good. I always wanted her to be on this podcast. One day we might have a Trisha Paytas guest spot here, but
we'd be.
That just really disappoints me, Danny. You ever see something that makes you really feel like a failure because you're like, wow,
they're making movies in Hollywood about chicken nuggets now.
Yeah,
huh?
If only I'd come up with the movie. I guess none of my ideas were better than a dude finds out his daughter's a chicken nugget. So here I am contributing to society.
It's AI, I think. I think that it's AI. They're like, make us a funny movie about inspired from YouTuber lore. And they're like, oh, we've got it. Remember when Trisha Paytas wanted to be a chicken nugget? Well, now we have Chicken Nugget on Netflix. Trisha Paytas is pregnant with her second child, Elvis. Middle name Chicken Nugget. Elvis Chicken Nugget Paytas.
Ooh, a new king.
I'd believe that.
Well, look out.
There's your palate cleanser, folks. We're over the halfway point.
It's halftime, isn't it, Danny? You know what that means for me. See you guys in a minute.
Okay, yeah, well, you get one. That's fine. I got one, right? I'm party fouling over here, so the least I can do is cover for Kevin while he drains the main vein there. But now that we're past all the pee diddling, I can tell you that you should go like the video if you haven't down there and subscribe. Put that D on subscribe. You want that D? Get that D. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. We're reading all of them. We love you in chat. You guys are great tonight. Thank you so much. The accompaniment to the shout out. The shout out would not be if there were not chatters like you. Okay. So we appreciate you. Also, lurkers, of course. We love you too. So anyone here listening, watching, we appreciate you. But there are some special folk out there that want to see the Clout route survive and thrive. So over on patreon.com/thecloutroute, we've got some shout out producers that we like to name and shame here while Kevin is taking a pee. Our shout out producers tonight are Pest, Terrar, Kinda Cool Greg, Ryan, Only Mistakes, and Carla. We appreciate you. If you guys want to be like them and support us with $1 or $5, you can go over to patreon.com/thecloutroute where you'll get exclusive content, early content. This month's exclusive, free to everyone. So if you head to Patreon right now, our Patreon, you can subscribe for free and watch the Clout Route do Beavis and Butthead on Drake Bell for free. So catch it while you can, folks. It'll be free for good. So, I mean, go watch it if you want. We appreciate you. And look who it is, right on time, like he knew or something, like he was listening. My illustrious co-host, Kevin. You got anything to shout out this week, Kev?
Oh, yeah. I'm shouting out all you guys in the chat, all the lurkers. Love the lurkers out there. Schopenhauer's been taking notes. But no, if you want to hear me talk about other nonsense, you can always find me on Bite Size Sports or bitesizesports.com. And if you're a Star Wars nerd, every Wednesday night at 9, I talk about Star Wars with the third egg, our other dear friend, James. He's equally bald, equally handsome. So, you know,
one of these days when there's something Star Wars that I want to watch, this new thing looks kind of cool. What is it, like
The
Outlaws or
Outlaws? Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know.
But
Whatever
is it a
it
show or a
was,
game?
where I'm seeing the lightsaber show with a bunch of
Yeah, the
people with
Acolyte.
lightsabers. Acolyte. That looks cool. Maybe I'll catch like the first episode.
Do
and
it.
then I'll hop on stream with you guys or something if you want me.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Because
Yeah,
I love a
yeah,
little
yeah.
Star Wars every now
See what I
and
did
again.
there? See what I
Nothing
did
wrong with
there?
that. I don't know what you did there.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars line.
That's
That's
this
that
deep
is, yeah.
Star Wars
Mhm.
lore there. that
Deep
I'm-
cut, baby.
Who did shoot first though? It wasn't
Han.
really Han.
Han shot first. That's the name of
Okay.
the show, baby.
Well,
Hell
no,
yeah.
I mean I know that's why I say,
Woo!
but I'm just wondering, is it like a meme or did he really?
No, he did. He really did until George Lucas went back and then added the McClunky, and then he made it look like
McClunky.
Yeah. Have you ever seen George Lucas reacts? By the way, any of my Star
No.
Wars nerds, if you want it, there's this. It's a George Lucas impersonator, and he
Mm.
reacts to like the trailers of The Mandalorian, but he does it as if it's a really pissed off, pessimistic George Lucas who's laughing at Disney for ruining his baby. It's so fucking funny, man. George Lucas reacts. They do one where they have that's where the whole McClunky joke comes from, because they have one where they have a Harrison Ford impersonator come on stoned as fuck, and they just start talking about I can't do it justice. You just need to watch it. George Lucas reacts. If you're a Star Wars fan, check me out on Dweeb. Han shot first. McClunky.
McClunky. I love it. Let's see. What do we want to get into? So I'm gonna get into some of this candy. Candy was the other day. Jordy P and Destiny. Okay.
Ooh.
They had a big long one. Okay. If you go on JLP podcast on Twitter, okay, you can see this here. I'll pull it up just so you can get a glimpse. You know, Jordan can't claim that I didn't shout him out on the show, right? Jordan, don't ever test me, bitch. At JBP Pod on Twitter, streaming politics and philosophy with the omni liberal. That would be Destiny. Okay.
What
It is
rules?
2 hours and 5 minutes, Kevin. So I hope you guys are ready for a long one. We're about to buckle in, baby. We got 2 hours.
Cozy up.
This is going to be the longest stream we've ever done. Okay. We planned on a 12-hour stream for this
Look
one,
at
folks.
all these
tell ya.
Ricolas.
But I got my bottle's almost empty, so we're gonna have to refill it something. But no, it's 2 hours long. We're gonna look at some clips, folks. Okay, so if you want to really see the in-depth JP Jordan Peterson and Destiny interview, Stephen Bonnell, go check it out on Jordan's podcast on Twitter. It's a good watch. I mean, especially if you're into what rules.
And weird dreams about your grandma's paintbrush or whatever. Yeah.
Well, she pulled her pubes together in the shape of a paintbrush, and she started painting my face as if it was a Picasso itself, right by the pool.
What name did they keep calling him? V-Dub says his debate with Norm Finkelstein. He got Destiny's name wrong so many. What did they keep calling him? Like
I
Mr.
forget
Bunnell
now.
or something. They kept calling. They kept calling
It
him.
might have been his
Mr.
last
and then
name.
Not his last name, but they were getting it wrong though. So they was like they were trying like it'd be. Oh my god.
I would like to watch. I only saw clips of that Norm Finkelstein debacle or whatever. So I haven't got a chance to see all of that yet. I'm sure that's hilarious. Norm Finkelstein just continually telling Norm Finkelstein continually telling Destiny there that he's a fucking moron and an idiot.
Bundle, Brundle, Bunnell. Mr. Grendel.
So let's look at some highlights here, folks. I've got a clip. Destiny and Jordan Peterson square off. This one is about, what did I put in the doc here? Nuclear energy versus COVID vaccination.
Oh, God, you know.
The way that these conversations go is just so amazing to me. I love the kind of like Destiny. I'm not a huge Destiny fan, I have to admit. Definitely not a Jordan Peterson fan. But Destiny seems like so composed and normal compared to Jordan throughout this entire 2 hours. Like Jordan seems like his meds are off.
Damn, eat that, Jordan. And that's funny because it wasn't that long ago where Destiny was in a room full of people where he was the idiot, right? At least that was my interpretation.
Right. I mean, yeah, we've seen that before.
Didn't watch that whole debate either, so take me with a grain of salt. But no, so I just sort of by the transitive property of dumbassness, I feel like Jordan's, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I haven't seen this clip, so before I go off agreeing with Danny, I just want to say it sounds like, based on what I'm hearing, Mr. What Rules, you sons of bitches, might need to step his game up a little bit.
So let's hear another great Jordan Peterson. All these clips I'm about to show you of JP and Destiny are soundbite worthy, that's for sure.
People don't want nuclear energy because they think of nukes and they think of nuclear meltdowns and they think of Chernobyl and they think of Fukushima and they think of atomic bombs, and that's it. And that's stupid. And I agree with you. But nuclear energy is a totally viable alternative to other forms of.
Then why does the radical left oppose it? You think it's just this
for the same reason the right opposes vaccines, because it sounds scary and it's a big thing and they don't trust it.
Well, the right has a reason to distrust vaccines in the aftermath of the COVID debacle.
Oh my God, these two fucking, oh my God.
I mean, if you're really listening to what they're saying, it is kind of funny to me that he's like, well, right wingers have a perfect excuse to be scared of vaccines after the COVID debacle, whatever, blah, blah. I don't know why people would be scared of nuclear energy. It's not like Hiroshima or anything. The atom. I don't know why anybody would be scared of nuclear energy.
Yeah,
the atom bomb.
We have a right after COVID to be scared. No one should have any reason to be scared of nuclear energy. Not like you just mentioned Chernobyl or Fukushima or, I've never played a Fallout game either. Yeah, so I don't know what you'd be afraid of old nuclear energy for.
Hey, I can't wait.
3 Mile Island, dude, right? Yeah, like let's just, it's not like we don't have any experience with nuclear energy going bad.
Well, because they were imposed by force, and that was a very
you get to choose if you have a nuclear power plant. That's imposed by force too. No, you don't get to choose where your energy comes from. If you live in a country, you turn the light switch, and hopefully you don't have a Chernobyl that melts down in your particular town, right?
Well, you get to choose it because you can buy it or not.
Okay.
Nobody had a choice with the vaccines.
Nobody had a choice whether or not
you
they
can
lived near
choose
Chernobyl or not.
whether or not you have energy.
That's
God damn it. Fuck you, Jordan, for making me agree with Destiny. God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck Jordan. All of for the last 4-5 seasons of this show, Danny has always been anti-Jordan. I've just kind of taken the piss. I've just kind of made some memes. I've made some jokes, but now you've crossed the fucking line, Jordan, because you're making me side with Destiny here, and I don't like doing that, okay? The only thing worse is if it could be fucking Hank Piker sitting in that chair, and then I'd really be losing my mind right now. But God damn it, Jordan.
I'd somehow like that better if it was Hassan and Jordan Peterson sitting across from each other, because he'd be saying this and he'd be like gritting. You'd be gritting your teeth like, fucking Jordan Peterson.
Fucking Jordan, God damn it.
It's like telling conservatives when Biden tried to do the OSHA mandate for vaccines, like, well, you can just get a different job, right?
I don't want to debate about whether or not large nuclear power plants are frightening. They are.
People don't want.
So there you go. He conceded that point pretty quick, I guess.
It's like, yeah, what is this? Yeah, you don't have your electric. You can choose whether or not to pay for electricity, Danny. If you want to live in 2024 without any electricity, that's your choice. You can choose that. It's not like you're forced.
That makes sense.
God, shut the fuck up. Go write more dream journals about your grandmother's pubic hair, you son of a bitch. And don't waste any more time making me have to watch Destiny clips.
This was even better, dude, because
you don't need that AC or heater. Yeah, you don't need a refrigerator. Fuck your electric bill, dude.
This was even better to me than that one, even though it does seem like a slam dunk there. This one's awesome because he starts coping about how he's not a certified professor anymore or whatever, because Canada revoked all of his shit. And he's just like, well, if I was still a professor, I'd be doing research on all this, and you'd be wrong. Here, this guy says Peterson thinks it's completely unknown if the Nazis were left or right wing. He had a study planned that could
you
have.
literally can't. You cannot pay for fucking electricity, by the way. You'll get condemned. Yeah, the government will send people to your house.
It says he had a study that planned that could have resolved it, but the damn woke mob stole my professorship before I could do it. So now it's a completely open question. Were Nazis left or right? Let's hear what Jordan has to say.
It's because Hitler's lack of trying led him to kill less people than who ended up dying during the Great Leap Forward or during the industrialization of the
Yes, well, I also think it's an open question still to what degree Hitler's policies were right-wing versus left-wing, and no one's done the analysis properly yet to determine that.
Well, what do we
because
consider?
It was a national socialist movement for a reason, and the socialist part of it wasn't accidental.
Well, but there was no, cooperatively formed businesses that were owned by all of the people for the people and distributed to the people. And I don't think redistribution was high on Hitler's list of things to do.
That's true. It was.
Yeah, he redistributed Jewish people.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't think it was.
That was high on his agenda.
Was it socialism? I feel like it was socialism
was that?
in name only.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not prepared for a World War II debate, though.
Fair enough.
Strange mix of
Sure. Well, but
totalitarian policy.
I don't think it was a strange mix. I think it was a bid to appeal to mid-left and center-left, the KPD and the German Socialist Party, make wholly themselves national socialists. I think it was very much like an authoritarian, ultra-nationalist regime that pretty squarely fits with. People get mad if you call something far right or far left because they have an
well,
terms,
one of the things I would have done if I would have been able to hang on to my professorship at the University of Toronto would have been to extract out a random sample of Nazi policies and strip them of markers of their origin and present them to a set of people with conservative or leftist beliefs and see who agreed with them more. And that analysis has never been done as far as I know. So we actually don't know. And we could know if the social scientists would do their bloody job, which they don't, generally speaking. That's something we could know.
You don't need to be a professor to take a fucking poll, by the way.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I feel like this is just coke. And this is just him like, well, I could do, well, if you did it this way, it would work, right? And it's like, okay, so do it that way. Well, in theory, it'll work if you do it this way.
Yeah, bro, you got money, you got free time, you can do a study. Are you kidding me?
I'm starting to think that he might not have money.
Yeah, you need a degree for this. I do love the jacket, though, Devin.
It seems like he gets his jackets from like fucking. It's like a high-end Goodwill. It's like stuff that people like discarded from their closet.
No, I think it's even worse than that.
Premium.
I think he finds homeless dudes on the street and he just grabs their clothes and stares at them aggressively in the eyes until they decide either we're fighting for this jacket or you're going to let me have it. And then without any verbal communication, it's amazing. It's like something out of 6,000 years ago, like two cavemen that have had a moment of clarity. They communicate purely through telepathy. And they have this back and forth where the other homeless guy says, no, okay, yeah, this jacket was meant to be with you, Jordan. In fact, I have suddenly seen the light that my time with this jacket was only put in front of me so that I could deliver this vessel unto you. I was a vessel that this jacket could travel on until it became yours. And then Jordan looks at him with a knowing grin and just kind of winks and walks off. I imagine that's how he acquired this jacket. But don't quote me on that.
He's missing a pair of Jinko jeans, dude. It does look like it's.
Oh,
like,
is that a FUBU jacket for
right?
us?
It's like he would have a like a Japanese dragon down the side of his pants or his jeans. Just like Jinko jeans.
Oh,
wide
yeah.
At the end.
Those
I like
jeans
that.
definitely have some jewels on the back pocket. You know? Oh, it's a Two-Face deal. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he looks like
he really
could
should
be.
do that. And then he could flip that coin and be like, what rules? The only rule of life is chance, you sons of bitches.
Chance, bitches. Oh God. Well, God, you know.
Oh God,
the
you know,
point?
it went tails, so your luck's out.
Oh, goodness gracious. So there's a little taste of Jordan and Destiny. We only watched a few clips there, but go check that out. It was fun. It was pretty fun.
Woo.
Let's see. What do I want to show you before we get out of here? Here's a
Don't
good
worry,
one.
we still got like 20 minutes at least, right? You know, we ain't to the 2-hour mark yet. Folks.
Hey,
So
well,
make sure
good.
you like and subscribe. Don't leave. We're not done yet.
I've got a nice tipster clip here from our commentary route. Okay.
It's out.
We've always got a good tipster clip. It seems like he's been hot fire lately. He's got tons of bangers. So I've talked about it before on the show. I was in cahoots with Tipster at one point. Okay. It was like how the path went was when I started the Clout route Twitter, where we where I would engage in harassment campaigns, you could say, against some creators to just like get our name out there. People start seeing, oh, this crazy fuckhead commenting under Keemstar's posts. So I did a lot of Keemstar hate. I did a lot of Def Noodles hate. I did a lot of Tipster hate. Me and Tipster beefed.
You asked Augie for his opinion on something once, and he said, "I think you're both pedophiles," and that started the longest unchallenged boxing match in commentary history. Because Augie still refuses to even acknowledge my challenge.
He's scared. He hasn't been on the internet since you asked.
No one calls me a pedophile and doesn't
been gone.
have to accept my challenge to a boxing match. So
you know that though? Since you challenged him, since you called him out on the show for calling us a pedophile, he hasn't streamed or anything. It's been months and months.
Really?
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. He's gone. You scared him off the internet.
That's really unfortunate. I mean, I mean, Danny had already told me I wasn't allowed to fight him because he weighs like 113 pounds. So I knew I couldn't fight him, but the point was just, don't be calling people you don't know pedophiles for no reason. So I can honestly, you know what? I'll just save my angst for Slug. I'm feeling one day old Slug's gonna have to put his jujitsu money where his mouth is, right? And actually prove that he's not lying about all of that martial arts experience he has.
There's some people that I would challenge to boxing matches. It'd be like Salvo Pancakes or something would be fun to box, but I feel like he would pull his dick out mid-match and like shake it at me or something. And my wife wouldn't like that very much, but I would like to fucking just hit him.
Is it a baguette? Because that's not fair, Devin.
With a baguette.
We French love our baguettes, and that can get a little hard,
But anyways, this isn't about Augie or whoever or whatever we were talking about. This is about Tipster, okay? And while Tipster and I had a tumultuous past and we almost beefed, we almost went on Now Recording and argued about it, but that didn't happen. Tipster and I went on to have a nicer relationship. Okay. Things kind of calmed down. We were chill for a bit. We talked. I told him that, I was kind of interested in his path after commentary. So I was glazing him up a little bit. Hey, dude, I like what you're doing. I like what you're talking about. Why don't you come on the show? And he says, I don't want to talk about commentary if I come on the show. We're not talking about commentary. So, me, I'm like, well, we won't talk about commentary, but I'm kind of like, well, I'm going to ask you something. I mean, come on. Anyways, none of that ever happened. Tipster kind of ghosted me and never really took me up on my invite to the show, which is fine. But this fucking schmuck ding dong fucking doing his fucking podcast in his living room, ding, bat, dung, butthole. I'm trying to think of more insulting things to say about this guy that I don't even know. This bearded fellow somehow got Tipster on the show. Okay. He got Tipster on his show. Alex Gunter did. And they're talking a little bit about Boogie 2988. Kevin, are you curious what Tipster has to say about Boogie?
I'm so curious. How did we not get this scoop, man?
I know, right?
Wow.
We really could have used this on our show, okay? Imagine how many
Man,
people would have been
dude.
listening if he revealed this information on our show instead of Alex fucking Gunter with his fucking, you're in your living room, bro? What? Do you take this seriously or not, okay? You got to fucking, you need to get invest in a house as a spare room where you can put a little studio together, man.
Yeah, you just got regular blinds in that room, you freak. You don't cover it up with a flag or anything, you know?
God.
You lazy ass.
And it looks, I mean, look at your house there.
Oh,
I mean,
looks like your house might be nicer than mine. I can't really tell.
it's kind of kept put together, isn't it?
I like the cat. I like the little cat playpen down there, back there. It's actually pretty good. I get it now. I get it. It's fine. I get it.
That's an expensive mic too that he's got there. I know.
I get it, Tipster. Tipster's like, hey, I'm already streaming out of my mother-in-law's extra closet. So, you know, maybe I'll go, if I go on Alex Gunter's show, not only will fans of the movie Ready Player One probably be watching, but also it'll look like at least one of us can afford to pay for our own existence. Unlike if he joined, you guys see me. I mean, look at this. I got, you guys, I got a bullshit setup back here. We get it. It's fine.
I see that. Sleek says, look in the Discord. I'm a little disappointed that my Tipster potato head didn't take off. Post it. I'll pull it up. Post it in Bane. I'll pull it up, Sleek. It is pretty good, actually. Here, before we go into the before we go into the Tipster clip, I'll just give you a look at what he's what Tipster's looking like these days.
Oh,
his fucking face does look like a big old Mr. fucking potato head.
He says, love you, dude. No Diddy.
No Diddle. Yeah, what was that? What was that fucking I retweeted Blind Pasta. Shouts out to Blind Pasta. I retweeted a Blind Pasta tweet today, and it was like, I gotta find it. Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No Diddy.
Yes, there you go. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Blind Pasta.
I love that. But there you have shouts out to Sleek the Geek for the yeah, Mr. Potato Head reference. Yeah. God, he does. I mean, it's frightening. You never thought you would see a Mr. Potato Head on somebody's shoulders. But there you go.
The scariest thing I've seen since Thriller.
Oh, but here now. Instead of playing it up, let's listen to Alex Gunter, okay? Let's give him a chance. We talked a lot of shit about poor Gunter here. Okay, so let's hear it out. Let's hear it.
Fine.
Do you think that this is perhaps a grab for more attention and clout? Because, his channel,
they're talking about Boogie, by the way.
He is, like, at 3.99 million subscribers. He's really not pulling the numbers that he should. And he's already mentioned that, like during that interview that he did, that horrific interview, that he has no work experience. He's got a felony on his record. Like, he almost seems desperate for attention.
So before we continue any further, Kevin, is any of this ringing true to you at all? He's saying, his career's all washed up, desperate for attention, and he's talking to Tipster here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you interested in that at all?
To me, it just seems like every once in a while, sometimes life will show you something that's really relevant to you as a person. And I think right now, God or the universe has manifested itself in the form of Alec Gunter to show Tipster the error of his own ways. Tipster's gonna look right past it, I bet, and project all of his own bullshit onto Boogie. Because whatever you can say about Boogie, you can probably, with a few different qualifying tweaks here or there, say the same thing about Tipster, say the same thing about Wings of Redemption. Any of these fucking guys. You can say that. And honestly, for my money, I like Wings the most out of them, but I mean, that's like being the nicest dude in prison.
My favorite lockout is Shoe Nice.
Alec Hunter. He's
it's Gunter.
Gunter, I think. Wasn't that in Ready Player One? Isn't that what they were called? They were Gunters. If you went after the special puzzle. I don't know. That movie sucked. I don't know. You guys liked it. I didn't.
Just like this guy. Hey, fuck this guy, okay? Alec Gunter. How dare you steal my interview? Okay, that's supposed to be my tipster interview where he says embarrassing things and he doesn't realize that he's talking about. He's oblivious to like what he's saying.
Well, to be fair, Alex didn't put like 18 different thumbnails with tipster puking in it. It might have been. That might. So you know, some of that's my
I
bad.
like him.
You didn't do all of those. Some of those were me.
I
you
like
know?
him. All right. Okay. I feel like that's he should take that as like a, hey, dude, you're a character on the show, Tip. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty fucking heated.
Yeah, tipster,
Yeah,
you were gonna be our fucking
character.
penguin, dude. We already had Sean Combs as the diddler. We've got fucking who's Two-Face? We gotta have a good Two-Face
Jordan
around here. Jordan Peterson's Two-Face. And then we had you as the fucking penguin. All we needed was a Mr. Freeze and maybe a scarecrow. And we were almost there, but you had to ruin
almost. It. We had a rugs gallery working on right there.
You son of a bitch, dude. You can't do anything right.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I definitely think it's like an attempt to regain relevancy. I think he probably saw, you know, how well these like anti-woke channels do, and he's like, hey, if I can grift over to that side and I can get some relevancy there, absolutely. Because his career is like on the dying end of things. And you know, I can acknowledge that my channel's not doing that great either.
So it's like,
thank you.
The whole time he's saying all this shit, he knows that it applies to him.
He couldn't even say it without acknowledging. Like, you know it's heavy on your conscience when you can't even get out of the sentence you were saying without saying, yeah, I know it's also, I mean, I know my channel fucking sucks right now too, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, he's a piece of trash.
It's so good. It's so fucking good, dude. This is Critical Shogun, by the way, on Twitter, who I think you should follow. Hilarious. Love the guy. Critical Shogun. Shouts out. He's always getting good clips, good memes, good everything. Good on Critical Shogun.
The day, like, my channel may not be doing well, but I'm not gonna compromise my principles to try and get some relevancy. Whereas that's exactly what
he's already done that. It didn't work.
Do you think that this is perhaps
he's saying, look, okay, I'm not gonna compromise my principles, okay, to make money. Tipster actually do like Keffels. I really actually like Keffels. Okay. I'm not grifting. It's real, okay? Our relationship is real. I even commented and donated $100 to her stream the day before her birthday, okay? Just to make sure that not only did Keffels see that I wished her a happy birthday and sent her $100, but the fans out there, okay? The fans really need to know that I am a mega supporter of Keffels, okay? $100 in the can. Happy birthday, Keffels.
After she called me an idiot, by the way, and blamed me for all the bullshit Vosh trouble she got herself into.
She called you an idiot, deleted the video, re-uploaded the video where it still called you an idiot, and went with that one. And then you went in her comments and said, oh, it's cool. I know what's up. I'm an idiot sometimes. I love you. I still love you.
This guy, he's talking about he couldn't sell out for the money because he already sold out to try to get laid. That's the difference between Tipster and Boogie. That's really the only the only difference is who they're selling out to and what they're selling out for. Their lives are the same. They're just like,
it's so hilarious. I don't know.
Fucking pathetic dude.
Boogie,
just different variables.
It's funny that he would criticize Boogie about his stance and his way he moves online, because Boogie has always been the same pathetic fucking dude that he is. Am I right? I mean, sorry, Boogie.
Yes.
We love you. We love you.
Danny does. I don't. You're a piece of shit.
We love you, Boogie, but
lazy ass.
I just want to get him on the show sometime. But
we love you. We love
Boogie, you. Has always been this fat gamer slob, going on YouTube and giving his takes on the latest Gamergate fucking bullshit or this or that. Boogie's always been that guy. He's been that same guy. Boogie never went, oh, my audience that I've cultivated actually just hates me now and just actively makes fun of me all the time. So I have to pivot to an entirely different audience with entirely different opinions, opposite, in fact. Like Boogie never did that grift that Tipster wants to talk about. I don't remember Boogie being anything different than what he is still. He might have a podcast on LolCow or whatever. I mean, that good for him. He's a little more successful than he's been typically. But he's been the same guy. Tipster is the guy that's changed his beliefs and started the grift or whatever. The grift and changes his morals or whatever. It's like he was out here on Augie RFC streams where he's calling people pedophiles and shit and whatever else fucking slur he wants to throw into his fucking thing. Tipster's hanging out with that guy, and now all of a sudden he's hanging out with Keffels, and they like can't say the R word on stream or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, give me a break, dude. Okay. Talk about grift to the other fucking side, complete other.
Yeah. Boogie's not a grifter, as V-Dub points out, the whole Tesla situation. Yeah. No, definitely not a grifter. Never grifted ever in his life.
I actually resent that you would ever say that about him. Okay. Boogie, we love you. Please come on the show. We got a spot for you.
See, this is what happened. This is why, you know, in wrestling, this would be bad booking. Okay. You don't have two heels go against each other. Somebody's got to give a shit about who wins. When it comes to Boogie and Tipster, who fucking cares who wins? And that's the problem, right? You never want to set up a fight where everybody's secretly wishing, like, what if they just like release some, you know, sleeping gas into that room, you know, and we don't have to, when we actually want to watch this fight, we just want to kind of get rid of these guys. No, they both suck to me for different reasons. But I will say this, Boogie, invite is always open for a Thursday morning show. Danny, I'm not there. I have to work. Danny is way cooler than me. You get most of the interviews anyway. I think a lot of people don't really want me to be there, which is fine.
I want you to. I do.
Totally fine. I'll be the Jamie. Pull that up, Kev.
I'm want you.
Yeah. Old fatty Francis here. Yeah.
You think I'd rather? You think I'd rather be in a one-on-one conversation with somebody like Boogie or a two-on-one conversation with somebody like Boogie?
I feel like I ruined these. You almost had Tipster on this show, and then I keep speaking, and the next thing you know, we're both blocked on Twitter by Tipster. That's all I'm saying. If I don't go out of my way and say, hey guys, you'll be dealing with Danny and not me, I think you might never get a guest because they're always going to be worried about what this fucking crazy asshole might say about him.
Hey, I sent you the Tipster puking pic a couple times for the thumbnail. Okay. I mean, I can't blame it all on you.
Well, fair enough. I was ready to be your fall guy.
I mean, ultimately it's like, look, dude, especially since Tipster and I started off on such a bad foot anyways, like we were arguing. I was calling him a fat fuck in his replies, you know what I mean? Like we were not on good terms. He did not like me. He wanted to argue with me. Well,
was it Nick Diorio? Who was it that tried to get us? Matt Pitt. Okay.
Wanted to get us to argue with Tipster. Tipster ended up backing out. I mean,
I would say that was, you can blame that on me too.
Granted, we didn't want to do it either, but Tipster ended up backing out before we did. So mark it down on the record. But
I won that game of chicken, but only on a technicality.
Anyways, what I'm getting at is ultimately I've had this with Tipster. I've had this up and down already. I hated him. We were fine for a little bit. Hated him again. Whatever. Okay. He's always got an open invitation to come on the show. I just can't promise him anything in terms of like how he'll look afterwards. Like his image is all on him. If you come on the Clout route and you have a bad interview, I mean, it's not really reflective of us. Okay, it's reflected of you, Tipster, and what you said.
Oh yeah, we're bulletproof. You know,
we're gold.
Nobody's gonna fuck this up but us.
All right. Well, we are coming to the end of the show here, folks. Almost at 2 hours, so perfect time to hit that chat and pull us up some of our loyal chatters. We love you.
Got some new chatters today.
I'm fucking scrolling up a fucking dog's age. Holy shit.
Yep. It's gonna take a while to get to the top, man.
We never played.
Great crew tonight.
We never played the game.
What game? Let's play it now. I got time. You know, I got
We
time.
never
I'm on your
played the
schedule, though.
fucking diddle or no diddle. You wanna play diddle or no diddle?
I feel like we kind of have to, right?
All right, let's play diddle or no diddle. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is diddle or no diddle. No, I just put together an edit here, and I wanted to kind of look at all these like beloved 90s prior to that, like people we grew up with, and maybe like pass a judgment. They say.
Oh God, we're supposed to
people
guess
that
if
we-
they were diddled or not.
No, if they're diddling or not.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, damn, dude, I don't want to have to guess which ones got harassed.
So let's start from the top here. Melissa Joan Hart. You can remember from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, amongst I'm sure other things. That's what I remember her from.
Oh,
Beloved figure in the 90s. Do you think she's inviting anybody to her private mansion?
I'm saying no diddle on this one.
X to doubt. No diddle. I
Head dog is
agree.
with us.
I think that Melissa Joan Hart, beautiful woman, beloved child star. Okay. We have nothing bad to say about Melissa there. We love her. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Okay, we loved that show, right?
Not Sabrina the diddling bitch, right? Exactly.
Whoopi Goldberg. You think Whoopi Goldberg is a diddling nun?
On one hand, I don't, but on the other hand, she played a lead role in Sister Act for how many years? And
A diddling nun.
Headbug talked to us about those Catholic schools, so I'm a little bit worried, guys. I am on the fence when it comes to this one. I think I need the Clout crew to help me out. Is this an X for no diddle, or is it a thumbs up for diddling for sure? Is that Bobby Lee? I don't know which one.
Hey, we'll
but
get there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it definitely is. I see
there.
him now. I see him now. That's totally
It would
him.
be funny if Whoopi Goldberg was a diddler. Okay.
I'm going with Headbug.
That's what the audience is saying.
No diddles.
How about our one and the only Bill Cosby? Was he
Lock it in.
capable diddling? I think we've confirmed.
Do we even
that
have
one.
to say allegedly on that? Wasn't that proven in court?
Bill Cosby diddle or no diddle?
We've got, first of all, these two were from Whoopi, but now we've got our first. Everybody's saying
Lock him up, folks.
Yeah. Everybody watches the news here, so yeah.
Put him down.
Cosby is the first one to get set down to the pit of despair.
The pit of diddling.
Ooh, Pure Flicks. Okay. Oh, is that Whoopi? All right. He diddled the diddliest. That's right. He's the diddler on the roof, that Bill Cosby.
We've got Tim Allen here, okay? In between his coke binges and selling in the 90s, do you think that on old Home Improvement, we got Tim Allen going to some poor young woman?
Yeah, I imagine Tim Allen's the type of guy who just walked up to the random women at Hooters going, I'm the tool man. You want to see what's under my tool belt? But I could also see him going up to people saying, I was the Santa Claus. No, I'm only kidding. I don't want to catch a case for calling Tim Allen a diddler, but
allegedly
the man's sus. I'm throwing up an X to doubt. I do not trust Tim Allen.
You only saw that fence from the top up, so where the guy's like leaning over the fence or whatever, like talking to Tim Allen on Home Improvement. So you don't really know what's going on from the waist down. Are there any holes cut in that fence, Tim? What are you doing to your neighbor?
Right.
I don't know. Ray Romano.
Sleek's got a good point there. Everybody loves Waymond.
Do we love Raymond? The face gives me not capable of a diddling, but then again, it's usually those faces that are very capable of diddling.
Ray is X. Listen, we got some mixed feedback here. I am going to say this, and it's got nothing to do with Ray Romano, to be honest, but because the monster of a man that is Brad Garrett, right? Is that his brother's name? The guy who played his brother in Everybody Loves Raymond. That guy would never allow anybody to be diddled on his watch. He is the spokesman for Jimmy John. So because he was there, everyone was safe on set of Everybody Loves Raymond. Press X the doubt on that diddling.
Love it. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer herself. Diddle or no diddle? I'm saying no diddle, okay? I love me some Buffy. Now, we could talk about why can't I think of his fucking name? The fucking director of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know who he is. Directed Avengers 2.
Of Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, okay. We can say whatever we diddle or no diddle on Joss Whedon. Probably a big diddle there. But Sarah Michelle Gellar, star of the show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, innocent, at least until proven guilty. So I'm saying no diddle on Buffy.
She, according to Sleek, she's with Freddie Prinze Jr., someone who I love not because of his acting prowess, but because of his love of professional wrestling. Danny, did you know that after his acting career, Freddie Prinze Jr. went on to write wrestling? You know that?
Wow.
He's a writer for the WWE. Probably
I don't
written for
believe
other
it.
places too. Yeah, that's true.
Actually, fuck you, Kevin, to ever decide to bring this kind of information to me and tell me wrote for the WWE. Like what? They write for it?
Just the interviews. No. Everything else, you know.
Okay.
No, he wrote some of the
story.
So his storylines, but
I maybe got a little carried away.
He just wrote some of the sizzle. The steak is all real, baby. It's grade A. It's grade A.
I got a little carried away. I love you.
USDA certified, baby. Freddie Prinze Jr. No. Anybody associated with Freddie Prinze Jr. could not be a diddler in my book. So Buffy the Vampire Slayer, she's slaying diddlers, not becoming them.
I like that. How about our own
it's real to me, damn it.
Roseanne Barr?
Diddler. So he was a Vinnie Mac handed. No, Pest, no. No.
I don't know. I think that Roseanne, while crazy, unhinged, freak, I'll give her the no diddle. I don't think she diddled anybody on the set of Roseanne. I mean, nobody wanted to get close to that fat, disgusting lady anyways. I'm saying no diddle. She wasn't that powerful, you know. She had, who was the guy that she was dating in the 90s? Fucking the other cokehead?
Tom Arnold.
I mean, like, come on, dude. She don't got any time to diddle anybody. She's fucking doing coke with Tom Arnold.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that one, Danny. Yep. We'll go no. We'll go no.
Okay, we're speed running through these, and that's fine. But Macaulay Culkin, now we could say we're saying diddle or no diddle, not diddled. Okay, so Michael Jackson experiences aside, Macaulay Culkin, diddle or no diddle?
I think Macaulay Culkin, because he unfortunately probably dealt with some shit. I'm going to say no. Okay.
No diddle?
Say no. He understands what that would have been like and never would have put anyone else through that. That's why, because otherwise Macaulay Culkin would be this fucking primo executive producer, right? He had all of this clout. He had all of this fame. He has all of these siblings that he could have forced into bigger roles and all of this stuff. But no, instead he joined a band called the Pizza Underground, where they do shitty covers of songs and change the lyrics to make them about pizza. That sounds like a dude who's dealing with his own trauma on his own time,
to that, dude.
And not like a dude who's forcing his own diddled experience upon other children. So I am going to say that Macaulay Culkin did not allow the curse to continue. He is not a diddler.
I feel it, but like that was a lot.
Shit.
That was a lot of effort. Okay. A lot of effort to keep those guys out of that house, Kevin. What was he hiding in there? I know he's a kid, but like, Come on. That's a lot of effort, okay? He practically killed those dudes trying to break into his house.
Bro, have you never collected baseball cards, Danny?
From
I'd
what?
do that. I'd do that and then some to protect my fucking autographed rookie cards, you know?
Protect the baseball cards, huh? But really, what were his parents doing? I mean, I think that Macaulay Culkin maybe knew a little bit about what was going on behind the scenes with his parents there. And he was like, look, I can't let these people come in my house. What if they find the dead bodies in the attic or the, you know, the basement is locked up and we can't
He
let
didn't
them
even
in
think they were robbers. He just thought they were his parents' friends coming over for another orgy. And he's like, I will not, this will not happen again, damn it. You shove that owl mask up your ass.
Okay, so we've got Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen Degenerate, yes. Absolute scumbag.
Diddle.
Don't care if she did diddle anyone because she's that bad of a person. So I don't know if she's a diddler or not. She's still -3 on my scale of 1 to 10 as far as being a good person.
Love it.
So honestly, if she diddled, that would just make her the devil incarnate. So I have no idea if she diddled or not. She can still go to hell and die and burn and go to hell and
in
die.
Minecraft. So
yes.
we love Ellen DeGeneres. Totally. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on from that one.
Good friend of the show, Ellen DeGenerate. Yeah, you're good. You're
Cast of Seinfeld. Do you think Jerry or any of the other ones? Why can't I think of anybody's name?
Seinfeld. There was George Can't Stand Ya. There's the consummate, unfortunate racist
Kramer.
guy. What's Kramer's? There was Newman, and Elaine. Of course, Elaine went on to be the vice president of America.
So Elaine, definitely not a diddler. Jerry, maybe.
I think Seinfeld's the only one you can confidently say no on.
Seinfeld's the only one you can confidently say no on. Like
I
thought
would
he
say
liked them young.
Maybe he does. Okay, then I can't say confidently no on any of. Well, okay, Elaine is the only one.
No
I feel
way.
like-
Jason Alexander has done nothing wrong. Okay.
Have you never seen Pretty Woman, my guy?
Stop
Have you never seen Pretty Woman? Dude is the dude is an R word guy.
No.
Okay? He tries to R word Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, dude, after she won't accept money. He couldn't even pay her to sleep with him. And then he's like, oh, but you're a hooer. And he tries to take it, dude. I tell you what, my mom's a big Julia Roberts fan. I've seen Mystic Pizza and Pretty Woman more than any man my age should ever have to see that movie, either of those movies. But
I've always said I
I
wanted
know
to
my
be
shit.
Jason Alexander famous. Is that a bad level to hold myself to? A bad standard to hold myself to now? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Is that you're telling me that he's a diddler on fucking Pretty Woman?
Jerry dated a 15-year-old. My God, I didn't realize Jerry Seinfeld was the Carl Malone of comedy. Jesus Christ. Okay.
He sucks.
Yeah, comedians in cars getting diddled, motherfucker. Jesus
Whoa!
Christ.
I don't know anything about that. Bobby Lee, okay, is the Tijuana joke real or not? Diddle or no diddle, Kevin?
I honestly, to me, I don't think Bobby Lee has ever had sex with any person ever. Like, I think the whole Kalila thing is a ruse too. Like,
He's
I think
a beard.
like that. I just think Bobby Lee is asexual. I doubt he's ever had sex with anyone.
I like that.
So I don't think he's diddled.
No diddle. I like that. No, Bobby Lee, no diddle. Let's see.
The most Bobby Lee could do would be like a Louis C.K. thing where he like is impishly like, can I jerk off in the corner while you watch? You know, like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, Bobby.
I could see that. That Tijuana joke though, that's just a joke, people. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember what he said. He said something awful, right? It was awful, I'm sure.
Shouts out to Ember Lily, okay, and the Bobby Leach Tijuana joke. The Rock, okay, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, diddle or no diddle? He's been influential for a long time.
I don't think The Rock diddles. I'm gonna say no.
No diddle on The Rock. Okay, I like that.
Diddle. No
he could be
diddle.
our president someday. Okay,
He's gonna be, without a doubt. He's gonna be. Ooh, V-Dub says diddle. Okay, I don't think so.
We've got an interesting audience tonight. Spread on the Rock diddling or not. Let's see. How about
with
Destin-
Oprah? Oh, there we go. I mean, now we can argue whether or not he diddled Hawaii. And that's a conversation we can't have on this show. I'll get canceled. 2000 Rock, no. 2020 Rock, I don't know. Pest, see, yeah, I might be in line with Pest. My Rock would never. You know, the Rock I grew up with would never. But I don't know who this fucking cyborg-looking freak is.
That's true. They
Pretends to
replaced
be the
him.
Rock these days.
Let's see. Destiny's Child, diddlers or no diddlers? Is Beyonce capable of such a thing? I mean, she is one step away from P. Diddy, if you think about it. Jay-Z, Beyonce, P. Diddy.
Is this why Kelly Rowland got out? Right? Trying to get away from the diddle? Because I'll say
we
this
love
right
Kelly
now.
Rowland.
Yeah, Kelly Rowland. No, absolutely
no diddle.
not. Boom. I'm with Headbug on this. Whoop. Could be.
Beyonce, total diddle, okay? I don't know
Could
what
be.
you're doing over there, Mrs. Carter.
How are you going to be married to Jay-Z and not be around that? You know?
What kind of parties they having over there, okay?
I'm
wonder.
just saying. You ever seen those pictures of Jay-Z from the 1830s? The dude is an ageless vampire. He's been around longer than all of us. So he's a diddler regardless of, he could date, he could fuck an 80-year-old and he'd still be a diddler because he's 400 years fucking old, okay?
Think about it, okay? That's some real shit right there, okay?
That age gap is never going to be okay. Unless he goes up to Mount Olympus and fucks with one of the other gods. You know, other than that, he's just a diddler.
So our last two on the dock here, Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney. The pictures I have here are straight out of why can't I think of what the fucking name of the
From
movie?
Dusk Till Dawn. I got you.
I'm losing it a little bit here at the end. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Robert
star.
Rodriguez directed, but you know, a little Quentin wrote a couple songs, or a couple scenes, including the scene where he cast himself to drink liquor off of Selma Hayek's feet. Which
does that count as diddling? Like right off the bat, like we've seen him do it.
I mean, there's no other. Let me ask you something.
Alcohol.
Would there be any other way
From her
that a
toes.
dude who looks like Quentin Tarantino could suck liquor off of Selma Hayek's toes? And Danny, if you can come up with another way where that could happen, then I will say, okay, everything's above board. But otherwise, I would say yes. Although you're not a diddler, although she is a woman of, she's an adult, I still think that's an incredible abuse of power. Okay.
I said he would write himself into the scene as well. So
I bet she was 16 in that movie. Now, that's a crazy thing. Dude. She's like 80 now and still.
I hope she wasn't
shouts out to
16 in
her.
that movie. By God. And it's not because of fucking Tarantino sucking the fucking liquor off of her toes. It's because
Ooh, that's bad.
when I was in the 90s watching From Dusk Till Dawn, I thought some things about Selma Hayek. Even when she did the little freaky vampire thing and she's got the crazy face looking on, I'm like, Selma. I mean,
what happened when you saw Desperado? You know, what's going on in Mexico? What were you thinking? My God.
My God.
My God, King.
That's my girl. Shouts out to Selma Hayek, people. All right,
James
folks.
Cameron, probably a diddler.
Probably.
We shouldn't say these things, Danny. One day we're going to work with these big directors, so we got to.
Yeah, right.
We got to not say these things.
All right, Kevin, you got anything else you want to throw in here at the end? We went a little over with the diddle or no diddle, but I'm glad we speed runned it because it's fun.
Oh, it was a blast. You know, I don't have much to pitch for you guys because I'm still a little bit tired. I'm coming back. I'm propping myself up on the Dayquil. So, of course, Sunday and Tuesday nights from approximately 6 to 8, you can find us right here on the Clout Route. Tomorrow night, if you're still keeping up with the NCAA college basketball tournament, March Madness, you can check out our stream, Bite Size Sports. That'll actually be Thursday, not tomorrow, because tomorrow we're talking about the newest episode of The Bad Batch on the Dweeb. I believe Carla put that channel in the comments earlier, so shout out Carla.
Carla.
And of course, I'll be talking about fighting on Carnage Unleashed before that at 7:30 tomorrow. But that's it. You know, I'll spare you the usual rundown, but just follow me on Twitter at KevNevic_, and you will soon realize how many different random fucking things I'm doing like an idiot. But you know.
So we'll be back here on Sunday with another shout out like this show for Assistant Sailor and episode 50. Okay, 50. This one. Okay, so episode 50 with Assistant Sailor. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully, we have some good clips and shit to laugh at by then. Hopefully we have a eventful week here, folks, for next Sunday. Next Tuesday, it'll be April whatever, and we absolutely, hopefully, will be sitting in these chairs right here in studio. I haven't seen Kevin in weeks, folks. Okay, I haven't touched this man in a long time.
In weeks.
So look forward to that. Next Tuesday we'll be here, and I will touch Kevin as you guys all dream to do yourselves. I will do it in person. Okay. Until then, folks, this has been the Clout Route. Thank you for being here tonight. We love you all. Headbug, Advent, Carla, Pest, V-Dub, Ryan, Poland, Shoppy, Harles,
Advent,
Sleek. I mean, I'm not scrolling up
Hash,
through everybody. Hash, Dev,
and let's go. Yep.
Only mistakes. I mean, we love you. We love you, people. Kangalope. I know you're in there somewhere too.
Kangalope's in there. Ryan.
We
appreciate you. Polling Spring wasn't here. We appreciate you, Poland.
You fucking
Parking Tigers.
He's fired.
Shouts out to the memory of Parking Tigers. I believe Shadow Humor was in here. Shouts out to Shadow. Harles Barkley. If you're not following Harles on Twitter, then you're not getting those amazing dog updates. And I do think
one of the best dogs.
Some of the best dog content you'll find on the platform.
All right, guys. We will catch you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. We love you too, Headbug, Pest, whoever, Carl's, Advent, all you guys. We will catch you next time. Peace. Ending that stream, biatches.